the atrocities committed by the Indians, by the uh, Indian military force and the police personnel, etc., everything, they have a story to tell. And I want to probably convey this through my film, is that at the end of the day, violence probably serves no purpose. I was drafted into politics. I was literally pushed into it, and sometimes you're so badly emotionally cornered, there is just no way out except to just say yes.
So the interesting part is that, as you mentioned about that, some of them they do it out of the romantic idea of
Yes.
just being, because the fact is that in 90s when the entire insurgency and the terrorism was at its height, many teenagers, many teenage Kashmiris, they joined just because of the fact that it was fascinating. It was very interesting that their elder brothers are having Kalashnikovs, and then they went to Pakistan. But the fact is that they also realized in the early 2000s that the promises that were made to them, they were all fake. They did not get, there were huge tortures that took place.
Correct.
And they did not get any sort of relief from their own people actually. And quite a lot of time of 2010 till that was. So if you notice that the entire thing had reduced by a big margin. It is only in the last few years that this entire thing has risen by many fold. If you see the
Yes.
statistics,
Yes.
it has risen from 11% to almost 80%.
Yes.
So the fact is that even these stone pelters, they have become dormant. So maybe the fact that they're coming back once again, there may be some reason for that as well.
There are little kids who are talking about going to Pakistan, referring to you as like you Indians, you have come here, or talking about the atrocities committed by the Indians, by the Indian military force and the police personnel, etc., everything. They have a story to tell. I don't know where they have picked up these stories because they are far too young to understand what's going on. So obviously they have been told by their parents or their grandparents or ancestors, it's passed on. But there is a problem, somewhere there is a problem. They don't feel that they are loved, they are accepted by the Indians. They feel alienated, emotionally, physically, otherwise. And which is why they just want to wean away or wean themselves away. I wish I could go and speak to all of them. I probably would be making efforts to talk to all these people, people who have died, speak to their parents, speak to their brothers, friends, exactly. Like Burhan Wani, his father, I think, was a teacher or a principal, and he wanted to be an engineer or some such. And that his brother was picked up, and they always have stories to say that how they were randomly picked up and tortured, and that's why he picked up the gun, right? But the others he had at least had a reason, but the others who have followed him blindly, they didn't know exactly what azadi means and what they are asking for. So they ended up either losing their eyes or limbs or dying. Yeah. And this has gone into a loop. And I want to probably convey this through my film, is that at the end of the day, violence probably serves no purpose. No matter what you do, violence is not the answer. So then what is the answer? And why are we not able to attain that or derive something which is more positive? Where is the problem and who's creating a problem? And I wish to just give a story from either sides, or as many sides there are to the story, and then let people decide collectively or individually what should be done about it. And I think every individual effort would probably make a difference to the problem there is.
Right. As you mentioned about the entire, I think you were also talking about the pellet guns in a way, and
yes,
how 12-year-old kids they have died because of that as well, or maybe they've lost their eyesight. So now it's a very, very contentious topic in the day and age that we live in. You've experienced that yourself with the entire Padmavati episode that you had, and people came to your house to protest, and it was a bizarre experience. I'm sure that must have been for you as well. And that when you're making a film which is called Pattharbaz, it is on Stoll Painter, and you talk about this humane part. आज के टाइम पे humanity तो यही हो गया ना कि that आप anti-national हो गए. मतलब आज के टाइम पे humanity is being equated the moment you try to take the part or try to empathize with the people who are dying, that becomes that you're being anti-Indian.
Yes.
It'll also be said that you've been a Congress sympathizer, Congress supporter. You've contested election as well on a Congress ticket, and even though people don't realize, but the fact is that a lot of Kashmiris, they have many issues with Congress as well, because their own people, they've been
I was with the Congress for a year. I was disillusioned and I left Congress. So I'm completely apolitical. I have no political connection, nothing.
Right.
I mean, I was drafted into politics. I was literally pushed into it, and sometimes you're so badly emotionally cornered, there is just no way out except to just say yes and try it out. I did that. Okay, I've done my bit and I'm out of it. As a filmmaker, I think you have to be completely apolitical and without any agenda. You're there as an emotional person, as a creative guy, and you see things differently. So I want to make it very clear, I'm not taking sides. I'm not empathizing or sympathizing with anybody. I'm just a storyteller. I'm going to tell you a story. You take sides or don't take sides. Find a solution, and let's move toward the solution, because Kashmiris are Indians, and we love them as much as we love each other. They don't need to feel alienated. And I think that can be said through the film, that Kashmir belongs to us, and Kashmiris belong to us more than anyone else, and we care for them. And it's sad that we have to refer to Kashmiris as them. It has to be like us. It's like we, the people.